Welcome to Nearing Nirvana, bringing you episode 62 of Long Story Short. So this is why it's important to hit that bell for the notification and subscribe to the channel, because you never know when we'll go live. We could be like 5 minutes from now, or we could be early. We decided to start early. But
And if
how's
you
it
miss any
going,
of this
everyone?
content, you're never going to recover. So you better subscribe, because even 5 seconds, you're going to miss a gem. Just kidding.
Yeah. We're gonna dive right in right now. But everyone have a good holiday and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
It was good, man.
Eat tons of
There was a
turkey.
show near me that was hugely disappointing. I was looking forward to it, and it wasn't that good. It wasn't.
What's that?
It was Northeast Comic Con. They do it a couple of times a year.
Oh, okay.
And it was
Well,
it's hit or miss. I found some big books there, but no bueno this time.
Did you show up after Phil or before Phil?
So we were supposed to get together on Saturday night. And nothing really going on Saturday. We were gonna grab a beer at 7:30, and then I spaced my I was there before. So Friday, he went Saturday. And then we got invited over for dinner out of some friends, and then I ended up being there till like, I don't know, 11 o'clock. And then I wasn't on my phone the entire time. And I checked my text. I'm like, oh shit, man. It feels like, what happened? I'm like, sorry, man. I totally spaced. I was at dinner at a friend's house and went way late. So missed it.
Well, speaking of friends and at conventions, make sure if you're in the LA area at LA Comic Con, Cover Price will be there. So
Definitely go talk to those dudes.
Yeah, I believe Matt's holding a panel for the convention on Saturday. I think at 3 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. But you can get all the details from Cover Price. You can use the code Nirvana14 for a 30-day subscription or 30-day unlimited membership for only 99 cents. You can also use the code Nirvana over at Bird City Comics. So we want to thank our sponsors. All right.
Hey, Justin. Hey, Chad.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Paul.
We got Tony. What's up, Tony?
What's going on?
Hey, Blue Green. Hey, Mojo.
See, Chad's already breaking the rules, getting eBay loaded and stuff like that. So
I mean, he's just
Hey, Igor.
planning to break the rules. Like,
yeah.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Hi, Igor.
Yeah, I cheated. I already bought all the books, so I have like perfect score.
Hi, Justin.
Not really.
I see Justin and Chad and Tony
And Igor.
and Igor. Yep.
Or Igor.
All right. Anyways, normal rules apply. Go out hunting for your comic books.
Mama.
Don't just go pay eBay prices for them. That's the message. We have a lot of books tonight, so why don't we just jump right into this? All right. So, The Astounding Wolfman. There are 3 issues in the middle of the run that are virtually impossible to find. So this is one of them. This is The Astounding Wolfman number 16. This is a Jason Howard 1 in 25 variant. Now, the orders on these books at the time were in around the 8,000 range. So virtually nobody was reaching for 25 copies of this book. It just wasn't happening. But for some reason, they decided to do 3 1 in 25s in the middle of the run, and they're all impossible to find. They go for big money if they ever show up, and they're legitimate ghosts. And this is issue number 16. It's a pretty badass cover.
Yeah, I've never seen this before.
I would be surprised if anybody had come across these. I mean, it's hard enough finding pictures of them, but I checked on CGC, and there's none even graded for these books.
Oh,
so
let me show the other ones too.
This is number 17. I mean, this book's gone for $1,000 in the past, raw.
My goodness. Yeah. Because actually, number 17 is on my want list, but I didn't know number 26 had a variant.
16, just 16, 17, and then one more. This is a Cho, 1 and 18.
Okay, so 17.
Sorry, that should be number 18. I fucked up my slide. Not 16.
Actually, number 5 has a variant, but that one's pretty plentiful.
Yeah, early in the run. The ones earlier weren't.
Yeah, I didn't know that had a variant, but 17 is on my want list.
Yeah, 17 is tough. And sorry, this says 16. This is 18, and this is Cho, who we love on this show.
I like this 18 one.
But yeah, I mean, definitely keep an eye out for these. But they are legitimate ghosts.
Dead lady cover.
Well, no, I mean, she tried to stab him. Like, what do you expect the
self-defense cover?
Man,
She brought the wrong weapon to the wrong
yeah,
fight,
man.
right?
There's two sides to every story, bro. She started it, bro.
I think it's bullshit. I think she killed herself. Like, I mean, he's got blood on his mouth, but like, she's only bleeding from her arm.
Yeah, that's true.
Something?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but like, you know, if you're fighting werewolves, I don't think you're supposed to bring a silver spike. Isn't that against vampires?
Maybe she's playing dead.
Possum. It's a strategy, man.
But was he wearing a bulletproof vest in issue number 16? Can you go back to that, Aaron?
So
With the crest of a wolfman.
Yeah.
You got that from the Thundercats,
right?
actually?
Like, if you couldn't figure out that if it was a wolfman, he's got a picture of a wolfman. Just in case you didn't realize it was a wolfman.
That's a Roman Reigns chest protector.
I thought it was from Thundercats, right? Isn't that what that symbol is for?
I think that might be a grizzly bear in there or something, man. I don't know. Anyway,
see, that cover's okay. 16 is pretty awesome.
That one,
that one's good.
I dig 16.
It's very good. 16.
No, rather, no. I'm sorry.
17.
This one.
18.
This one here.
Yeah, I like 18 the most.
I bet you Big Leg would like 16.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are genuine fucking ghosts. These books.
I'm gonna be looking for Wolfman now, man.
Listen,
man. Astonishing. So it might be under the A.
You know what pisses me off? Probably about 10 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, I could have passed these up just thumbing through books, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing some of the shit you've probably, if you dig a lot, have probably passed over. I mean, a lot of us go pretty fast and, you know. All right. So listen, lately I've been on this kick where there's just some of these covers from like the mid to late 2000s that I loved, and some of them are a newsstand and they're hard as hell to find, and this is one of them. So this is New Avengers 14, not a particularly hard book in the direct at all, but the newsstand is hard as hell to find, and yeah, keep an eye out for them when you go digging. I think they're probably wildly underappreciated at this point.
Chad, sorry, I can't read. Astounding Wolfman. My bad.
What did you say? Astonishing?
I did say astonishing.
Oh, same thing.
Oh, you thought it said astonishing too? Okay, see, I'm
same
not the
difference. Same difference.
Yeah, astounding, astonishing. Like, come on, they're just adjectives, right? And it's just like to piss off people, like actually looking for the books.
Hey man, quit picking on Chad, bro.
He was picking on me first. See, he started it.
Hey Justin, real quick, that Free Comic Book Day Wolfman is a great book as well. That's his first appearance, and you know, I don't think they were superly heavily ordered because you know, they're not that easy to find. Hey, real quick to Bruce, dude, what are you doing, man? We don't need a $40 super chat, man. We appreciate it, but come on,
not going on?
Not
Thank
necessary, man. Thank you so much. Super appreciated. I think what Bruce is thanking me for is I hooked him up with one of his grails. I didn't buy it for him, but I saw it on eBay for a ridiculously good price. It's the Jurjevic X23 cover. What issue was that? It's a super tough book, and I found one in Canada. I knew he's been 1-1. I said, "Man, you go take this," and he bought it. So, but
Nice.
Thank you, Bruce. We don't need the super chats, man, but we appreciate it. We appreciate you.
You're gonna hurt his feelings, bro, and then he's not gonna give us any more super chat.
All right,
Like he's probably losing it at the house right now. Can you believe he's getting mad at me for giving him money?
I can't believe I said
man.
super chat.
He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to do
God
that.
damn it!
All right,
I don't know. That's how I picture it. I don't
know. The next book is a similar theme.
Oh yeah, bro.
This is another Cho cover. This is from 2005. Beautiful Storm cover. This is also Frank Cho, another newsstand. I'm just saying these books are pretty badass for the era, they're just really, really tough to track down in newsstand.
Ben, that's wildly close to the Turner book.
Dude, I was thinking the exact same thing. Like it is.
My God, dude, that is so goddamn close to being the same book.
Oh, what I don't like about this era is that you can overlook newsstands really easily.
Oh yeah,
yeah. No, they're harder. They're definitely harder to catch with the naked eye.
Oh man, look at this! Find me a Grail, a Grail for cheap, please. Chad Cave with a $40 super chat. Thank you so much.
Thanks, brother, man. We appreciate you, man. I will keep my eye open. You let me know what your Grails are, and if I see one cheap, I will send it your way. But thanks, brother. We appreciate the support. And if you guys don't know Chad, he's a huge member of the community. So thanks, man.
So Sylvester's gonna eat this week and next week. Sorry, I thought it was funny.
The second print of this, I can't even. Is it the same?
Is there?
Honestly, I'm not even sure I was aware there was a second print of this one.
I'm gonna look that up right now.
Yeah, see, because that looks like the Turner variant.
Dude, I've got the Turner. Hold on, right here. So give me 1 second. I've got the Turner here somewhere. Just looking in a box, and I came across it the other day. What the hell did I do with it?
Oh, there is a second print.
No shit. Can you put it up? I don't know if I know it.
All right, let me share my screen real quick. Here we go.
Oh, I've got that one. Yeah.
Is that the same as the cover?
That one's
man.
Because this is from 2005, right? It's the same year.
I've seen that one more than I've seen the other one.
I don't know. I thought I had the Turner here somewhere.
All right.
Hey, Aaron, type in Michael Turner Storm cover.
That's like a 1 in 10. That turn. It's a ratio, I think. A 1 in 15, maybe, or something like that.
Michael Turner, who?
Storm cover.
I can't even. I'm going.
There it is.
This one?
Right there. It's like eerily similar.
Who copied who?
This is also 2005. It's a 1 in 10.
1 in 10. Oh yeah.
It doesn't say the month on here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful book. I love that book. I bought a copy of that from McClay recently.
Oh, really?
Not even recently. Back when he was more active on Whatnot. It was probably at this point 2 years ago. But
you never know. They could have had a contest. Let's see who draws a better storm,
I'd like to know the history because, I mean, it's almost the exact same.
It's pretty close. Like one's hair is up and the other one's the hair's down or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got a similar background. That's
yeah,
crazy.
it's slightly different, like because this one has like more of the
Yeah.
you can a way shot from the lightning bolt and stuff like that. This one is all zoomed in.
They're both great, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty
Alrighty.
cool. I'm
Let's
gonna be on the lookout for that one.
all right.
Oh yeah, hey, look at that, mama.
Well, I found this digging 2 weeks ago at a very like VFW type show, and got it for $20. This book goes for a lot. People are asking over $100 for this book.
That's
It's a
crazy,
second
dude.
print, yeah, this is a classic Linsner cover, and yeah, just a tough book to find in the wild. But a 9.8 of this book, just so you know, in 2020 went for $2,300.
Oh wow.
Now it's incredibly tough in 9.8 because there's only 2 of them out of 110 graded. So a very, very difficult 9.8. But that really blew my mind.
Are you gonna send yours in, Joe?
Well, mine's autographed,
Mm.
so
You're screwed.
So you can't get the
hey, you
9.8.
know what? So I remember last year, my homeboy bought a collection, and I paid 50 cents, and these were all autographed for 50 cents. Like this one's a tough one. This one, another Linsner. These
Bruce is
regular-
asking if you lost some weight.
a little bit. From my head to my ass.
So anyways, somebody I posted I found this book on IG, and then somebody was asking, Stein commented on it and basically said, why don't you guys do a list of the sexiest comic book covers? So that is something that we are actively working on. I think we'll do it on Stein's channel, but stay tuned. We'll keep you filled in. I think it's something he wants to get done before the end of the year. So, stay tuned, and we will see what we can put together.
Her butt looks a little shinier than my cover.
Someone may buff this one with like a wool sock or something.
Does the other one have drool on it? Does your
No,
have that?
you
No,
know,
I'm
I
just
think
joking.
Ben said a long time ago that we're gonna start seeing artists like Linsner and Turner, and because everybody's pretty much collected all there is to collect, and everybody's going backwards now and looking for the hard to find second print variants, and this one actually is a second printing, and that's what makes it so hard, But yeah, man, I mean, Linsner very underappreciated.
Well, we're going to talk about a couple more of his books because I would agree. So a couple more Linsner books tonight. Carter, this one's all yours, man.
So we got Harley Little Black Book number 3. This is I believe 1 in 25 variant. Michael Linsner cover. This book was hot when it first came out. I don't know about now, but it's still a good cover though.
I mean, a 9.8 went for 60, but people are asking, I don't think you can probably get your hands on this for less than 50. Maybe on a good day you'll find something cheaper, but people are asking quite a bit for this.
Yeah, this
was this in the poly bag as well?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Man, I can't remember.
Was that just issue 1 then?
It might have been.
Yeah.
Because I remember it was this title, and I wasn't sure how many they put in poly bags.
I think it was the Campbell that came in the poly bag in issue 1.
Okay. Oh, Heroes Reborn is just saying just 1. Okay. Thank you.
Featuring Zatanna in some milky jugs.
Linsner's recently kind of reemerged on the scene doing some what's the work he's doing now? Is it with Red Sonja and Dampy. And his work is as sharp as ever. But some of his older stuff is pretty sought after. This next book is one to keep an eye open for. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, The Wild Ones. These are the newsstands. The newsstands, there's 3 issues of this series. He did the covers for all of them. And the newsstands are pretty tough to find, particularly in the later issues. Issues 2 and 3 can be very, very difficult to find. But this is his classic good/bad girl style, and these are a bit more obscure in the newsstand.
Vaughn's on the rapid rewind. He's at 3 out of 6. Congrats.
It's pretty good, man. Pretty good. Still batting 500. All right. So this Tour d'Affaires number 2, this is a Bruce Timm cover. I don't think anybody would guess that.
Nope.
Earlier work from him. There's a few interesting things about this book. 1, it's Bruce Timm. 2, there's only one graded on the census at a 6.5. The interior art is Matt Baker. But none of that is what makes this book super interesting. What's super interesting about this book is that they made a risque version at the time when this came out. If you go to the next slide, that's super hard to find, right? It's super hard to find.
It doesn't exist.
It does exist, but neither copy are particularly easy to get hands on. But this one is super difficult to get hands on. This is what? This is Eternity Comics. Were they the first ones to do the risque version, the risque variant? I don't know. Maybe they get credit for it, but anyways, just something for the Bruce Timm collectors out there. Anybody ever come across this one?
I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, this is the first I'm seeing of it as well.
It's a pretty good chance, I probably just passed it up.
Yeah, I'm sure these are exactly the kind of books you just pass over at some point. But grab either one, honestly, if you see them. But the second one commands a nice little premium.
I don't even know where you find that.
The dollar bins, man.
Mm-hmm.
These were in the 80s, man. These Tour d'Affaires. This was like in the mid 80s, I think.
Ooh, one on eBay from Germany. If it looks better than the 6.5, go grade it. Just saying.
I think those are from the 80s, Tony. I want to say like 80, 84, 85, 86, something like that. All right, Carter, this one's all you, man.
All right. So we've got a book from I want to say 54. Shoot, I forgot the year. But hold on. Wendy Parker, number 6. So we have a Golden Age book. So we have a nice Golden Age spotlight. This cover, like when I first came across it, I was just like, "Oh crap, I gotta have this." So,
1954.
Okay, 1954. So we have a boss who won't give his hot secretary a chair, so he's just like, sit on my lap.
There's not enough chairs in this office. You have to sit here.
Well, she's asking. She's like, "Are you going to get me a chair?" And he's like, "I wouldn't bet on
it."
He's holding on to dear life on that, right?
I love this cover, and I'm the reason why I put it up here is just I want info on this. I want to see how rare it is, how rare it ain't. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody is watching it and knows anything about this book, and if they're on a hunt for it themselves, or because I don't see any on eBay. There are none that were on Heritage. You know what I mean?
Chad already breaking the rules, buying books on eBay from Germany.
And just admitting it right in front of everybody. It's unbelievable.
Found it.
Live. I think it was the previous book, not this Wendy Parker.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just I'm not seeing any sales for this at all.
I mean, 5 on the census, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you would think there would be more than that, maybe, but yeah, this is and where did you find this card? Did you just digging?
I was at a show. I think I got it for like $40.
Damn steal
Nice.
for $40.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does it look better than the 5.0?
No.
Mm.
I would say like the cover might be detached. I forget,
Oh, okay.
but still, I just bought it strictly for the cover.
Mhm.
Nice.
It's the golden age game, isn't it, for the most part?
Yeah.
Oh, so little correction. The release date was November of 53. The cover date is March of 1954.
Okay.
So I don't know if that bugs anyone. I mean, do you usually go by the release date or the cover date?
Probably the release date,
Okay.
but great cover.
Yep.
Brilliant. Love it.
She working with some junk. That booty look warm though. So we've got Fearless Dawn Swimsuit Edition number 1. I saw it and I don't really know what this book goes for, but I just figured, hey, let's throw this on the list.
I mean, Steve Mannion has really started to pick up some followers, and rightly so. I mean, he's a brilliant artist. This is newer. I think people are asking. I think you're getting $10 or something for this, but this is a book that I think could potentially disappear here at some point.
Yeah. Yes, it's not number 1. It's the swimsuit edition.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this is the swimsuit edition. Yeah, there's no number on this. Well, it does say number 1 up there in the corner, but yeah, it's just a one shot. But but I would want to point out that we've been talking about Mannion on this show for a while. If you go to the next slide real quick, if you recall, we talked about this book on the show way back, like first 20 episodes. We talked about this book. And it's starting to go for a little bit. I think I saw him go for $75 maybe not too long ago, and I think there's one on eBay maybe in okay condition asking $50. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but we've been talking about him going back a little bit, and this is a pretty cool book. If you do find it, grab it. But these paper cuts, Tales of the Crypt run, they're all super short printed. So, yeah, it's just an artist that we've. If you watch our show, we do touch on some cool shit, that sometimes comes around. So, but I honestly I love his artwork. It gets better and better. His pencil work is phenomenal. Just a brilliant artist, doing his own thing. All right, another super chat. Hey, thank you so much, James. We appreciate you. Not necessary, but thank you so much, and thank you for the kind words.
Sweet, thank you.
Okay.
James.
Age of Ultron number 7. Okay, so I believe it was the last show. There was a Lionel Francis Yu Wolverine cover that was. I noticed that sales for it were becoming pretty brisk after it popped up on the show. And here's another one from you that I'm really into. I think I found this for $1. about a year ago. So Age of Ultron 7 1 in 50 variant with featuring, we have 616 Wolverine and Ultimate Wolverine.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was shocked that there are only 30 of these on the census. Not that it's a common book, but I just figured there would be more for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And one hasn't sold since 2017, which is crazy.
Mm.
This is a cool cover, especially with like supposedly multiple Wolverine showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like there's been several cast. Marvel needs that movie, man. They need that movie to be good.
Yeah.
All right. Fathom.
Mama!
Number 12. I found this book digging at a con, the same con I found that Linsner Cry for Dawn. And the foil on this is unbelievable. It's not gloss. I don't know what the technology was, but it's amazing. So this book exists in just a regular cover and then the foil. And this is obviously Michael Turner. There's about just under 270 of these on the census, 187 in 9.8. The book sells for a respectable price in 9.8, $180 just this month. And that's almost the high. The high was earlier this year for 193. But just a beautiful book. Hold on, I think I got my copy right here. The foil on it is really something else. It's not like the foil books that are being sold today.
Oh yeah.
It catches the light, like really
nice.
But yeah, a book that I've wanted for a long time. I found it in the wild. When you want a book and you find it in the wild, it's even more rewarding.
Yeah, there's no better feeling to find it than finding it in the wild, right?
I found it from the same guy selling that and The Cry for Dawn in the same box.
So did you? How many times did you go through his boxes then?
I went through. So he had a lot of like dollar books and stuff, but he had a box of more expensive stuff that was marked. And in retrospect, there's a few other things I probably should have pulled out of there. But I was happy to get away with those two. I figured he was going to come back and say there's no way, because I got this one for 15, I think, and the other one for 20. And I figured he was going to hit me up harder for that. But I was, because I mean, he screwed me hard. This guy, he's like, he might be bipolar. Like he freaking like squeezed me for like a $3 book one time, and then this day he couldn't be happier and was happy to give me a little discount on those two. So.
You see him next time, he goes, I saw your show.
Yeah. Well, it's funny at that show. And if he's watching, I want to shout out to Norgel. He's a great dude. He watches all the shows. He always asks about us when we went there. He was like, "Hey man, is there some drama going on with your show? What happened to Josh?" And it's like, no. I'm like, Josh is just busy. He does this stuff full time. He's busy on Whatnot flipping books. So I'm like, he'll be back on.
We don't have to lie to everyone.
But he's the nicest guy. I always go over and say hi to him. He sells great books. He's been in the game for a long time. He's from Rhode Island. He's got an eBay store. I think it's called Ink Archives. He deals in some cool books. Does
he have one of those accents?
He doesn't have too much of an accent. He's just a cool guy. So Norgel, if you're watching, brother, thanks. I'll make sure to say hi at the next show. It's the only show he sells at. I was talking to him. He sells on eBay, and he just shows up at this one little like Elks Club VFW kind of show. And
those are the best.
And he always has really good books. He knows a lot too. So, but he's a good guy. And I always screw up his name. I always call him Norgis. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm just an idiot. But it's Norgel. And yeah, he's a good dude.
Baby, you looking gorgeous.
But we don't have to lie to everyone. You know, Josh and I had creative differences, but we worked it out backstage. And all that.
we had an amicable party.
And then we just smoked about it, and then it all worked out.
All right, let's get the show back on track. Classic book that's very, very difficult to find. Savage Dragon 233 by Eric Larson. Bald is beautiful. I don't know what she means, but 9.8 of this sold once again this month for $200. Only 35 on the census. When this book came out, there was less than 4,300 copies ordered, which is not a lot, obviously, but yeah, a tougher one to find in the wild. I bought a copy recently from Mel. He was selling on one of his shows one night, and I was like, you know what? I've always wanted this book. Gave it to me for a good deal, and yeah, one I've always thought was pretty clever.
This was plentiful on eBay for a long time. Like when I first joined the Prospect 10 and stuff like that, I remember when this was like a $20 book. I mean, I have no idea what it's going for now. Like I lost track.
I mean, people are asking a lot more. I think probably asking north of $100 for this for the most part. You might be able to find something a little bit cheaper, but
I think this is the book that I thumbed through where I think wasn't he like banging Savage Dragon was banging this chick and like she like popped off of his junk and it was just like this spray of jizz. I'm just like, I didn't realize Eric Larson was like such a hacky perv.
You mean so savage?
I didn't realize.
It's a little edgy.
It's changed a lot since the first issue, huh?
I didn't realize he was doing like porn comics.
I don't know, man. So, I guess there will come a time. I mean, this is not at the same level of Spawn, obviously, but given the longevity of this, that, there are those books in the middle of this run that are just very, very, very short printed. And if people ever want to complete this set, they're going to be paying crazy money for it. For those books. All right.
One of my favorite Blade covers. So Blade, Sins of the Father. I've talked about this book forever. So this is I believe this is a free movie promo. And what's interesting about this is that the cover is newsprint. So if you get a little bit of adhesive on this, like if you get some tape, a little bit of tape on this is good. Yeah, those fibers are coming up. But it's a great cover, and you see that face in the background.
Yeah,
but the teeth right there,
bro. That shit freaks me out every time I look at it. But back in I want to say like around 3-4 years ago, I could have swore this book was going for a little something. I don't know about now, but
I think 320 and 980 ain't no joke.
Yeah.
I think I took a look. I think people are asking, $30 to $40 for this, something on that range.
Okay. Yeah, that's very respectable.
Yeah.
They should just keep Wesley Snipes' Blade, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because they didn't like Wesley Snipes' character wasn't like campy or anything like that, man.
It's not like he aged that much either.
Right. You put him in the MCU, it still holds up,
Yeah, man. No, they I mean, keep in mind that like those Blade movies like saved Marvel. They were really what set the stage for the comic movies that came after it, the X-Men, Spider-Man, when it really started to ramp up a little bit. So those movies were huge. They kind of fucked up the third one. But the first two were badass.
Well, the third one was just straight to DVD, wasn't it?
No. Because I remember they were promoting it pretty hard because it had Ryan Reynolds. It had
Who was that girl? She was super hot at the time.
Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I think Triple H was in that movie too, right?
Was
He was an
That's
X-Men.
fine.
Was he in that one too?
Yeah, I think so. He was one of the vampires, but yeah.
oh Blade Trinity? That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That oh my god, he would be he'd be perfect for the Deadpool movie.
Oh yeah.
Just show up, little cameo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Or
Do
a
it.
little teaser at the end or something like that. That'd be good.
Or just kill him.
Yeah. That's
Look
All
at this.
We're going to talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
Dave Stevens for a little bit because we like to talk about Dave Stevens on this show. The Comics Journal number 117. This is a very, very, very difficult book to get. The last time I checked, I think there's a single copy on eBay. Somebody's asking, I forget, $200 to $300 for this thing. It's not even in minty condition, but this is Dave Stevens doing himself,
Mhm.
drawing what he draws, and I would absolutely love this book. I've never seen it, but the goal is to grab one day.
It looks oversized.
It's a magazine.
Yeah, it's it's pretty big. It's on my want list.
Very difficult book to find.
Fucking awesome, dude.
I mean, I kind of like it's a throwback to Norman Rockwell, certainly, where he's hitting the portrait of himself
yeah.
painting. It kind of has that sort of a homage vibe to it, but I just like that he's in it. And I've wanted this one for a while, but no luck.
You got to think after that documentary, Ben, like that's something that's really adaptable to like a movie, like on Netflix or something
Yeah,
like that.
think about it. Yeah, I mean, the Rocketeer. I mean, the fact that he was connected with Betty Page.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he was so active in film. I mean, like,
They're gonna make Dave Stevens black for the Netflix adaptation. If they do that, I'm putting my hat in the ring. Then
You're like, why is this a business expense to go to a strip club? It's like I'm getting character. I'm getting into character.
Here's some more. I feel like these Betty Page books that he did in the late 90s, late 80s, this is 89, I'm pretty sure. Just, I don't know why they fly under the radar a little bit. I found this in Germany for a couple bucks. But they're out there. They're starting to tick up in price a little bit. But the Queen of the Nile run that he did all three covers. And it's just his classic work. But for whatever reason, I feel like these a little bit off the radar for some reason.
Yeah, I have this book. I found it for $1. I have yet to show it, but I found this.
Nice.
All three covers from this are pretty good. It's not like he does anything really bad.
Yeah, it's a terrific. Yeah, it does fly under the radar, for sure.
But people have done like homages of this, like even recently, right? Like where it's someone in distress in a pool of acid or whatever,
with their bra just coming off and
yeah.
I have a feeling that's supposed to be milk.
Green milk. I could believe it. Especially if you're in the desert next to the Nile, right?
Like
big
that one Egyptian in the back is having a good time. He's all, yes, we're gonna take a bath. Hell yeah, baby!
Rock on.
It's Betty Page over here in the tub.
We finally got her.
What was she doing in Egypt anyway, Betty Page? I mean,
Hey. Look.
Makeup tips from
Look at that, bro.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
setup.
Mama! I got my little rack of Dave Stevens stuff here and some other Dave Stevens stuff. And we don't want to show that.
All right, so we got True Love #1 from Eclipse Comics, 1986. So this is basically a reprint of Golden Age stories.
that's kinda cool.
Yeah, Golden Age romance stories, and they just slapped a Dave Stevens cover on it.
To update it to like the 80s, like
Yeah,
because like
Why the hell not, man? Why the hell not?
Yeah, because like he was all into like the punk scene too, wasn't he? Like all that, like with the leather jackets and yeah,
They didn't get into that in the documentary too much, but yeah, I think that was his thing.
his MO or whatever.
great cover, man. This one was flying under the radar for a while. It wasn't going for anything, but I noticed, from what I remember, this book was going for about 20.
Yeah, I'll tell you with this man, all of his stuff is starting to tick up. I went to a con over the summer, and the number of people coming up to booths asking for Dave Stevens stuff was fucking crazy.
Man, that's funny.
Crazy. Like every booth I went to, like somebody came up behind me, hey, you got any Dave Stevens stuff? So
I don't know why that strikes me as funny, just because,
it's flown under the radar for such a long time at this point.
Yeah.
it was amazing though, man. I was just kept laughing. I remember talking with the dealers. I'm like, man, everybody's been asking for Dave Stevens, and the guy said the same thing. He's like, yeah, I've had a number of people come up asking me for stuff.
That's good.
Yeah, it is good. He deserves it, man. The guy, and you know, that was shortly after the documentary came out, so I'm thinking that had a lot to do with it, probably. All right, this is a Campbell, Joe, that you would never guess.
Dude, this is legit the worst Campbell cover.
Probably.
This is the worst.
Probably the worst Campbell cover, but I had to put it on because it makes me laugh so much.
Yeah, this is like so bad. You know?
But for the completionists out there, we got to talk about it.
Oh, it's buried. It's buried. I have it, but it's buried.
It's like his
And you know, like this is what he did. He drew like caricatures, like Mad Magazine style,
Mm-hmm.
and then like you start seeing him because he did a Star Wars Galaxy with all the characters of Star Wars on a Star Wars Galaxy #4. And he was into that, like caricatures that you would see at like they draw the big head almost like on t-shirts and stuff like that. That was the kind of shtick that he was doing. And then he met Art Adams and just his art changed. You know, he had a lot of influence from Art Adams.
Yeah, no, he evolved. He evolved in a great way. I mean, you know, it seems like some people don't like him, but I would argue that he is easily one of the 5 biggest artists in the game. I mean, he has some of the biggest variant books in modern comics, bar none. So, you know, huge talent. This book makes me laugh though, and
it's that back arm. That
know,
the
there's a
hand
lot.
is huge, like the arm is like short, but then like
He was
muscular.
rushed. He was rushed. Damn it!
Well,
Hey, right. This is one of those books you take to Campbell. Hey, can you draw this the way it should be drawn? Like, I know this was a joke and you really didn't mean to do it. Like, can you draw the correct way, please? I wonder if he would get mad at me.
Probably.
do you think these are one of those books you take it to him, he won't sign it? I'm not signing that one. I'm not doing it.
You got to get Lisa Lou to sign it, right?
No, that's where you throw a big fit and you come out on social media. You will sign it. You will. Be famous for 30 seconds and shit. Yeah.
This is the book you placed before him, and he just goes, "Oh."
Why are you making that face? I paid $40 for this, Jay. Jay.
After you sign it, I'm gonna get it slabbed. It's gonna go for $200.
This is your work. This is your work, Jeffrey.
This
Yep.
is going straight to eBay. Can you make it out to eBay?
All right. This is kind of an obscure Hughes for the Hughes collectors out there. I know they get mad sometimes when we don't have a book on the show. Hammer of the Gods #3. This is Insight Studios from 2001. So over 20 years ago.
This motherfucker draws on every book, bro.
What's that?
He's got so many books that I have never seen this one before.
I have this book. I talked about. I had shown this book a long time ago.
Yeah, but you got pretty much every book, bro.
No,
he's got 'em all.
I'm just saying.
You probably paid nothing for it. I mean, it goes for
What's it go for?
20, 25 bucks.
Finally.
Although a 9A went for 51, 2021.
Wow.
Only 9 on the census, 6 and 9.8. But
every year it appreciates $1. instead of ending up in the dollar box, it's going to end up on the wall one day.
Just give it another 20 years. But I mean, this is a big head she's holding right there. Let's make no mistake about that.
It is a big head.
That is
I got him.
A big head she chopped off there.
Yeah, he's like, ow.
I think it's a pretty good looking book, actually.
Yeah.
A pretty good looking book, but yeah, Hughes has a lot of little gems out there. But I can't imagine Insight Studios in 2001 was pumping out books too crazy.
Probably not.
But
I mean, especially with only 9 graded for cover A.
Yeah. Once again, there's probably not a lot of graded because a lot of people don't know about it, but
yeah.
But definitely worth grabbing if you see it out there for a fair price. All right, I think that is all we've got for tonight.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
We had like 24 books on there, something, 23 books, I don't know, something like that.
Seems we probably went a little fast or something like that. But anyways, check out the show tomorrow for Nearing Nerdvana. And then on Saturday, there's Saturday morning toy box. Monday is Cover Lovers. Tuesday is the show that started all with Comic Book Women. Wednesday is movies and shows. And then you're back here with us on Thursdays. And then we want to thank our sponsors again over at Cover Price. You can use the code Nerdvana14 for a 30-day unlimited membership for only 99 cents. And then you can use the code for a 10% discount over at Nerdvana. Bird City Comics, they just did this drop. They're doing this drop this week, I think. I got tagged in something. Let me pull up that image real quick before we head out. Bird City. It's an Alan Quall cover. This drops Saturday on December 2nd. So I really like this book.
Do you have a picture?
Have I seen this one yet?
Boom. Ultimate Spider-Man #1. Alan Quall.
I did see this one, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So a Virgin limited to 1,000. And they're doing a set with a trade for $30. Not bad.
Ultimate Spider-Man, man. When the original Ultimate Spider-Man came out, man, that pulled me back into comics hard. I was in love with that run for like the first 75 issues or something like that. 100 issues.
Cool.
Great covers, man. Underrated covers.
Yep, and that's all I have. Does anyone have any other shows coming up this week or next week?
Nope. We are going to do that show with Stein, the sexiest comic book covers. If that's your thing, stay tuned. We'll get some information out on that. I think he wants to do it before the end of the year, but we'll save it for the 69th episode. So stay tuned for that.
And then speaking of the House of Stein, Joe and I will probably be on the Hot 10 tomorrow. The original Hot 10, I should say, right?
The OG.
The OG.
The only
yeah.
hot 10.
The only Hot 10.
Yeah, we've been having some fun on there.
Yeah.
We're getting Stein out of his shell, man. We shocked the hell out of him, man. I think he actually said a bad word a couple of weeks ago, and we were like, "Yes, come to me, come to me, Ben."
It's always a good time with Stein. Alrighty, it's time for us to all go to sleep and all do all that. Everyone have a fun and safe weekend. We will catch y'all next week.
Peace.
All right, take it easy.